Good morning, this is Nellie's Farm. It is November 23rd, 2025. I've got a new video for you, something pretty interesting, guys. So, a brand new basic income experiment is going to be started if it passes in Congress. That will provide $1,800 a month, free money, no strings attached, spend however you want. Now, this is the details of it. As you guys can see, too, I've still got some peppers growing. Banana peppers, habaneros over there. And cayenne. I dry these out in the oven is what I do, guys. And look, I planted some garlic. I peeled the skins off and put them in a little water. And then they started growing those sprouts, and there they are. I've got some tires with them too. Anyway, so I wanted to tell you about this. What's happening is New Jersey Representative Bonnie Watson Coleman is reintroducing this bill. Apparently, this isn't the first time. As a guaranteed basic income pilot program that offers Americans a no-strings-attached monthly payment. Now, this is co-sponsored by 9 other lawmakers. As she notes that the economic conditions for Americans are worsening, and we're all struggling, which of course we are. It is called officially the Guaranteed Income Pilot Program, sorry, my little notes are blowing around here, Act of 2025. Now, she notes that a lot of American cities, mostly in liberal states, because I have heard of some of them, they have already tried this and had some success. So, I know there was some in California. So, here are the details. 20,000 people will be in this pilot group. 10,000 of them will actually get the funds. Now, the other 10,000 will be the control group, which, of course, the control group are the ones that, there's no change. The other group is the people that they study to see, hey, how did these people do? What did they spend it on and such. So here is some of the other garlic. I haven't watered it much. They're supposed to be in dry soil. Now, the first time years ago I tried this, I didn't know what I was doing and I messed it up. Now I'm gonna have to add more dirt to this one. It's got to be deeper, which I will as they grow. But anyway, this is what's going on. Now, there's no date given because it hasn't passed yet. But even if it doesn't pass, like right now, and these are onions, guys, I cut the tops off and I replanted them. You can eat the tops of these too, including the garlic. And they'll grow right back, So anyway, so this is what's happening. Even if it doesn't pass now, it might in the future. Now, my thought is this. Is this the end of capitalism? I believe it is, because it's clearly not working when 2 and 3 jobs have to be held by somebody just to pay some basic bills, and then they still can't make ends meet. And a lot of the people that are going to the food pantries and stuff, they are working. They are working. I heard a statistic several places that recently that 60% of the homeless in America have jobs. Now, how messed up is that? So, I think that they're crashing the economy on purpose. As a matter of fact, I know it is. They have to do a global reset in order to begin the New World Order currency program. One world currency. It's coming, and that's been the plan. That's been the plan all along, I believe, since they installed the Federal Reserve decades ago. And John F. Kennedy warned us, what would happen with the Federal Reserve. They got to make people so desperate that they will accept anything. They'll accept anything because they have to eat. They want to feed their kids. They want to be housed. And, people are growing more desperate every day. I don't believe it will be no strings attached, by the way. I don't believe that. I think that they're going to tie this in with the one world digital currency that's coming. They're eliminating cash. The penny is already being eliminated. Did you guys know that this is the last year that they're making pennies? And stores are starting to round up, so you owe them more. It might not, mean a lot, a few cents per transaction, but boy, does that add up when you think about all of us doing it. They're crushing the economy with no jobs, AI taking over jobs, the tariff policies, which have been disastrous and have not benefited us, despite Trump continuously saying that we have billions in revenue from those tariffs. Nobody has seen any benefits from that except the billionaires right now, guys. So I really believe this is going to tie into that. Now, did you guys know that Canada just made it required for welfare recipients to get on board with the digital system? Mexico also recently is switching to a digital system. And we're next. And I think it's taking longer with America because they know we don't want that crap. And Americans are armed, and Americans don't want it. So I think they gotta make us so desperate that, people will just say okay and relent. Now, if you want a taste of what's this coming digital system's going to be, just look at China right now. They live under conditions where they can post something on social media, and if the government doesn't like it, they can cut off your income digitally. They can just cut it off. It's a social credit score in our system, is what it is. They could even stop your electric car if they want. Criticize the government. Well, you can't buy gas. You can't eat. That's how it's going to work, guys. It's basically a digital prison coming. And of course, the Bible speaks about all this. I studied Bible prophecy for decades, along with a lot of other prophecy. And I think that's going to be the mark, basically. And nobody can buy or sell without it. And it's coming. It is coming. So, that's why I moved here almost 10 years ago, guys. I knew all this was coming a long time ago. And I believe both sides are in on this, not just one. And I believe it's scripted. It's always been the plan. And did you guys notice that first we're all divided, by race, income, migrant versus, legal, divided by political party, and everybody's fighting, hating on each other. And there's millions of bots online encouraging this, making comments that piss people off, and then it just fuels the flame, basically. And now they're dividing Congress up. Even within the same party, they're all fighting. This isn't an accident. It's just creating more chaos. But that's what I have for now, except that I do believe it's the end of capitalism. It doesn't work when people need that many jobs to survive or can't even find a job. And, capitalism was really never meant for regular people to prosper. Because we live by a totally different set of rules that the rich do. The rich don't pay taxes. They live by debt, and they file bankruptcy every 7 years. Get rid of their debts, and then they get new debt, and they don't. That's how one way that they avoid taxes, and they borrow against the assets they do have, and that way there's no capital gains and they don't pay taxes. Those corporations don't either. Americans have always just been, no, Freya. Americans have always just been worker bees for the corporations. And it took me a while to figure that out. And I think a lot of Americans still don't understand that. But I just wanted to add that little bit there. I believe it was flawed from the start. Thank you for watching. Freya was eyeballing the chickens that are walking around here. And I wanted to make sure that she doesn't harm them. I'm in the front. Usually they stay in back, but I guess they wanted to find some goodies up here, huh? Thanks for listening. Hey, please hit that subscribe and also the bell for notifications. I've got some more videos I am working on right now. I take notes and keep adding to them. I thank you for watching. If you're still with me this far, hit that like button for me. Hardly anybody does. I hope you guys have a great Sunday. Nellie Swear, I'm signing off. Thanks for watching.